From celebrity cameos to outstanding post-credit scenes, She-Hulk. Attorney-at-Law has given both casual and staunch superhero media fans plenty to talk about in the past few weeks. Adding the awesomeness are the numerous supporting characters, some of who are plucked right out of the Marvel pages, while others are borrowed from other installments in the MCU. One great supporting character that has been borrowed is Emil Blonsky, aka Abomination. Traditionally a Hulk villain, Blonsky has gone on to have a wholesome friendship with She-Hulk. The now reformed Blonsky has had her represent him at a parole hearing and even invited her to a spiritual retreat, and fans who have enjoyed the friendship might be wondering where else they can see more of Blonsky. Well, there are a number of live-action and animated projects featuring the villain. 11/11ths, Iron Man and Hulk. Heroes United, 2013. 4.6 Iron Man and Hulk are called into action after Hydra tries to create a new energy creature called Zax. And the group's plan is made possible by Abomination, who is tasked with siphoning Hulk's gamma energy. The animated movie's lower rating is all because of the baffling plot. It makes little sense for Hydra to create a new gamma creature, whereas the more established Abomination is already willing to do anything that the group requires of him. As such, the movie gets to have a weak villain problem. And even though Zax has additional electrokinesis powers, he still comes off as a rip-off of one of the greatest Spider-Man villains, Electro. 10/11ths She-Hulk, Attorney-at-Law, 2022. 4.9 Attorney Jennifer tries to juggle between superhero work and her career in law after acquiring powers from her cousin Bruce. Abomination appears as Jennifer's client-turned-friend. The show's lower rating is not a reflection of actual fan feelings, since there were instances of review bombing before the series premiere. The proper character development granted to the supporting characters is one of the many positive things about the Disney Plus series, and Abomination is a great beneficiary of that. For once, he is portrayed as a caring person rather than a mindless brute. And through him, Jennifer gets to flex her skills as an attorney even better. 9/11ths Hulk and the Agents of SMASH 6.0 Hulk, She-Hulk, A Bomb, Red Hulk, and Scar team up to form the Agents of S. MASH, a group dedicated to dealing with deadly threats. Standing in their way are numerous villains, including Abomination. Hulk and the Agents of SMASH has a number of dull villains capable of making viewers shift their focus elsewhere, but luckily, Abomination isn't one of them. Fans of the character will love the version depicted here even more, since he is an expert assassin, fighter, and tracker. He has a great fashion sense, too, often wearing military regalia that suits his huge form. As a villain, he is even more entertaining because he has Thanos-like mannerisms, too, willing to detonate an anti-gamma bomb that will destroy half the world. 8/11ths The Superhero Squad Show, 2009-2011, 6.0 A feud between Iron Man and one of the most powerful Marvel villains, Dr. Doom, results in several alliances. Abomination appears as Dr. Doom's henchman. A section of fans might not like how the Superhero Squad Show is a comedic take on Marvel characters, which presumably points to the lower rating. Hulk is always happy instead of angry, while most heroes look cartoonish. However, there are great arcs and numerous incredible action sequences. As for Abomination, he contributes greatly to the latter, as he is always ready to smash whoever opposes Dr. Doom. 7/11ths Lego Marvel Superheroes. Maximum Overload, 2013, 6.3 Eager to conquer the world, Loki gathers a group of supervillains, forcing the heroes to act. Abomination is one of the villains that help Loki in his quest. Appearing in only 2 episodes, Abomination doesn't get to do much except fight Hulk twice. Nonetheless, there is a variety of villains to leave viewers satisfied. And with Loki in charge, the show feels quite similar to Avengers, 2012. It could be argued that this is hardly a coincidence, since the live-action movie had only come out a year earlier. Still, the inclusion of way more characters makes this even feel more special. 6/11, The Incredible Hulk, 2008, 6. Scientist Bruce Banner becomes the Hulk after subjecting himself to high levels of gamma radiation. Blonsky then leads the hunt for him when he goes on a rampage. It's the perfect Hulk movie that serves audiences everything that has made the character popular over the years. As for Blonsky, he is nowhere close to being a standout MCU villain, but he fits well in this particular story because he gets to be just like Hulk after being one of the characters that take the super soldier serum. Given his brilliance, it's no surprise that he has been brought back twice in the franchise. 5/11, The Incredible Hulk, 1996, 6.7 Hulk goes about his adventures while getting assistance from She-Hulk. And one of the villains that's a nuisance for him is Abomination. The show offers nothing more than the standard fights and basic plots, but that's good enough. Here, Abomination takes orders from the leader, who is not only seeking to destroy Hulk, but also get powers for himself. As such, viewers get to see plenty of action that mostly results in the heroes getting the upper hand. 4/11, Avengers Assemble, 2012-2019, 7.0 Led by Iron Man, the Avengers get to deal with different villains on a day-to-day basis. And Abomination happens to be one of those villains. Coming off the hype of the first MCU Avengers team-up, Avengers Assemble works well as a great alternate follow-up story. Fans will specifically love how most of the major Marvel Comics events, such as the Secret Wars, get covered, and since the major enemies of each Avenger get to make an appearance, Abomination's presence comes as no shocker. He doesn't get to do much, but other foes brilliantly cover for his inactivity. 3/11, Ultimate Spider-Man, 2012-2017, 7. 2 Nick Fury recruits Peter Parker to help him deal with various threats. And at some point, Abomination becomes one of those threats. Ultimate Spider-Man has a problem often seen in the MCU, where Peter Parker has to have a father figure instead of working on his own. Luckily, humor and cool cameos result in there being more things to love than hate about the animated series. Those who prefer seeing Abomination fighting than talking will love the series since he gets to participate in the Contest of Champions storyline, obliterating many in the process. 2/11, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, 2021, 7.4 In the movie, martial artist Shang-Chi faces off against his father and the mysterious Ten Rings organization. Abomination has a cameo where he gets to fight Wong during a cage fight at the Golden Daggers Club in Macau. Shang-Chi shines because of its action sequences, which come off as better choreographed than anything the franchise has presented before. With much work put into the fights, the one featuring Abomination and Wong doesn't disappoint either. As brief as the proceedings in Macau are, they play an important part in Wong's journey to become the Sorcerer Supreme. 1/11, The Avengers. Earth's Mightiest Heroes, 2010-2012, 8.3 The Avengers assemble to deal with baddies that have fled from the Cube, the Vault, the Raft, and the Big House. Abomination is one of the baddies that escape from the Cube. Like many other Marvel animated shows, Earth's Mightiest Heroes is a blast because it throws all the A-list heroes into the proceedings, leaving fans spoiled for choice. Once again, viewers get to see an Abomination that has numerous skills, thanks to him being a former British SAS operative. And as a member of the Masters of Evil, he is shown to be a great team player, a trait other iterations lack.
just to be.
I'm the straight,